Hello everyone, I'm Lucas. Our topic today is batch system installation. Is batch system installation too laborious? Don't worry, H3C FIST helps get everything. With the explosive development of the internet, more and more internet companies need more new servers to meet their business needs. The greater the user demand for performance, the more machines they need to purchase. Then the immediate problem is that the on-site operation and maintenance personnel face a large number of servers and need to configure arrays one by one and install the operating system one by one. If you do this, the workload of users or operation and maintenance personnel will be increased. Okay, don't panic. We will help you get everything with our H3C FIST. As shown in the figure, this is the process of installing a system on a server under normal circumstances. From the picture, it looks very simple and consists of three parts. But what we need to pay attention to is that during the second installation of the system, we need to manually set the username, password, hostname, disk partition, time zone. This second part alone increase our workload virtually. Imagine if there are 100 such servers on site that you need to install. Then, according to the routine operation in the figure, you need to perform the same operation in for 100 times. Installation in this way is time consuming and laborious, and it can be said that the work efficiency is extremely low. In order to minimize the monitoring and batch system installation problems of multiple servers, our H3C FIST software turned out. Among them, H3C FIST software can mainly realize three main functions: batch monitoring of server status, batch install operating system, batch upgrade to server firmware and drivers. This is H3C FIST installation tools. Installation system process. You need to install the H3C FIST tool on the management host. And you need to start the H3C FIST to import the image and configure the template. And then you can batch install operating system with H3C FIST. Let's start to experience the powerful functions of H3C FIST together. The first step is to download the latest H3C FIST tool from H3C official website. In the second step, we need to start the FIST tool. You know that the port numbers of HTTP port and HTTPS port in the software can be manually modified. And the third step is to run H3C FIST on our laptop and log in. The default login username and password of FIST is admin and password at underline. After login, we can use the add device function in the server under the server list in FIST. In the add function, we can find a single server or scan a specified IP address segment to add servers in batches or import servers in batches. Take adding a single server as an example. We can enter the HDM IP address of the server and the HDM username and password in the page of adding a single server. As shown in the configure, after we finished adding the machine, we can directly check the health status of the machine in the current page. And we can jump to the server remote HDM page. Imagine if there are 100 managed servers under the current page, we can directly check the health status of each machine in the FIST web page. This is convenient and fast. At this point, we have completed the first step. Okay, now we need to create a server template. Server template is the start of the batch deployment. You need to create related elements in the template, such as HDM and BIOS templates, network settings, storage templates, and OS templates. As for these HDM settings and BIOS settings, you can export HDM or BIOS settings of a server and save the settings as an HDM configuration template file. Then you can select a template in this template creating page. Then you need to add a logic drive in the storage controller settings. You need to set up physical drives and read level. To ensure that the addition of a switch can be implemented, the user needs to complete the following operations. Obtain the management IP address of the switch to be added. Obtain system user, including username and password, which with a switch management authority, and specify that the user can use HTTP service. Enable the letconf over SOAP function in the switch to be added. Then you need to configure the network template. The main parameter in the network is VLAN ID. And then you need to create a connection for this server. You need to configure the server connection template. You need to use network template just configured above, and select the network card slot and port. Then select the switch connected to the server. You need to perform this task to configure the settings for the DHCP server. You can use the DHCP server to dynamically assign IP address to DHCP clients. After enable DHCP, you need to add the address pool. Next, we selected the mirror image button in the navigation bar. Under the image page, we need to upload the OS image file. You need to know that the system image to be installed in the server must be compatible with this server. A repository is a library storing various components. For example, the firmware drivers. FIST use the components in the library to update local nodes and remote nodes. You can obtain the latest repository libraries from H3C official website. You need to select the image button above in the OS settings template. You need to set up the admin password and the additional user and the password. And you need also select the repository created above. You can save the server settings as a template. The server setting include HDM settings, BIOS settings, radio settings, and OS image settings. You can add, delete, edit, or copy and check the template. A template can be bulk reused. This feature simplifies the server configuration. When all the information is configured, we directly click the application template file to enter the configuration file distribution process. Of course, this process is completely automatic installation and does not require personnel to be on duty. The operating system will be automatically installed on the target server according to the configuration requirement of the template file. Imagine that there are 100 and more servers in FIST. Then the FIST tool will solve the problem of batch installation of operating system at one time. The workload is greatly reduced. After watching the above introduction, do you want to say how is it so easy? Yes, FIST is a good tool to do the job. Thanks for watching. See you next time.